Hi, this is Mark. Welcome to the Setting Up a ValueCharts Price Window video. This video is designed to be informal in nature and basically designed to review just the basics of applying a ValueCharts price window to a charting screen. The first thing we want to do is open up or expand the right side menu. We can do this by simply left-clicking this arrow located on the right-hand side of the price chart. Once the right-hand side menu is open, we want to left-click the ValueCharts Indicator Suite icon at the top. Once this has been opened, we want to select the first indicator icon here, which represents the ValueCharts price window. Upon doing that, we can see that the Format Indicator dialog box is opened up. The primary parameter for the ValueCharts price window is called the number of bars parameter. Now, we note that when we click in the text box for this parameter, we're instructed to enter a value between 5 and 50 bars. Essentially what this means is a value of 5 represents the shortest term focus that we can have for our ValueCharts price window. A value of 50 represents the longest term focus we can have for our ValueCharts price window. I would encourage users to play around with the different values there, and oftentimes depending on the market and the conditions and the volatility, one value may actually be more effective than another. We're going to go ahead and accept the default value of 5 in this video example. We're next going to go look at how we can change some of the characteristics of the ValueCharts price bars. We're going to go ahead and click on this center ValueCharts bar link here. This changes the parameter window to reflect the characteristics or attributes of the ValueCharts price bars. In this window, we're able to change the stroke color. If I select this down arrow here, a color palette opens up. I'm simply going to accept the default value of black. The stroke thickness allows me to increase the thickness of the price bars or the left or right ticks in the price bars. Again, I'm going to accept the default value of 2. I'm going to also accept the default value for the stroke type of solid. And lastly, we can see that we have a slider for the opacity. If I slide this to the far left, it essentially causes my price bars to disappear. And if I slide it to the right here, it makes them most visible. I'm going to press the OK button to accept all of the selections I've made. We can now see that we've applied a 5-bar ValueCharts price window to our charting screen. I no longer need the right-hand side menu, so I'm going to go ahead and minimize this by once again clicking this arrow located to the right of the charting screen. Now, one of the first things to notice is that the ValueCharts price window is always going to contain the same or represent the same symbol as the traditional price chart. In this case, we're viewing the SPY on a weekly bar basis. The bar interval is weekly, and that's going to hold true both for the traditional price chart and for the ValueCharts price window. If I wanted to change the bar interval, I simply can click on this weekly and select anything from 1 minute. We can see that we now have a very short-term focus of the markets. I can select 5 minutes, and you'll notice that this populates 5-minute bar intervals for both the traditional price chart and the ValueCharts price window. And then I can also go down and select daily if I wanted to. Now, if I wanted to change the parameter value for the number of bars parameter for the ValueCharts price window, I simply click here where my cursor is on the ValueCharts title here, and this will once again open up the Format Indicator dialog box. I'm going to go up and change my number of bars value from 5 to 21, and once again press the OK button. We can now see that the ValueCharts focus is longer term in nature, and this gives us a longer term perspective of the S&P 500 ETF. We can also increase this value if we wanted to, all the way up to 50 if we wanted even a longer term focus. There is really no right answer, really depending on the market action will impact heavily what value we choose to select for the number of bars value. If I wanted to resize my value chart, I simply hold my cursor right above the border between the traditional price chart and the value chart until I see this up-down arrow. I simply hold my left mouse button down when I see that, and I can drag and resize my ValueCharts price window. If I hold this border down again, I can drag and resize it larger. Typically, we want to see our ValueCharts price window about the same size as the traditional price window, so This is the default value, the default size that's applied to the charting window when we first apply the value charts price window, and that's typically a good size to stick with. The last thing we want to cover is if we want to delete our value charts price window from the charting screen, we can go back to the Format Indicator dialog box and click on this checkbox and press OK. I'm going to actually press Cancel so I can show you the other way to delete the value charts price window. The second way to delete the value charts price window is simply to left click on this X in the upper right hand corner of the indicator window. This is standard for most charting packages, and this will simply cause the value charts price window to be deleted from our charting screen. The next video we're going to talk about how to apply a price action profile to a charting window. Thanks for watching.